Tales episode 16. This episode is about Huey, Dewey, and Louie kind of doing their own thing and little side stories about them and kind of them uh, coming to be like what it means to be like what it would be like to be their only child for a day. And it's a fun story. Um, Different stories for each character and little spotlights. I like this episode because of the fact that Huey and Dewey Louie are characters that are very focused on their like when they came out, they were just characters that were the same. They were interchangeable. Like it didn't really matter which one's Huey, Dewey, or Louie. That's why people never remembered which one is which. And now it's become a greater effort in this show to make them stronger characters. So you see a lot of what these different characters' interests are. But it's also been an effort to focus on these characters' brotherhood because they are brothers after all. But they also want to give them individuality, and that's a fun part of this episode that's focused on. And I think it's really well done. I think it's a very solid episode of the show. I think what they do with the characters in the show is really fun, and I think this is a solid episode of the show. Has some great comedy, and it's definitely worth a watch. So that's my thoughts on this episode of DuckTales. Stay tuned for next Wednesday, my review of DuckTales episode 17.